splurge. Let me jump right on the curb. Make this man fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third.
Alright, before we even get into talking about Gojo and them, can we just talk about how cold that opening sequence was real quick? I'm not gonna lie, they legit jumped out the gate with a whole little mini anime horror film before they even got into the real horror of the episode. Geto's jump shot. I'll always be a fan of prequels and flashback arcs over sequels and shit like that, just because of the simple fact that, at least in anime, the coolest characters in the series tend to be the older ones. You usually have your main cast of characters, right? The MC and his homies, they might be teenagers or whatever, young adults or something, but without a doubt, at least for me personally, the toughest characters are always the ones that are slightly older than the main cast, the mentor type characters, if you will. And I think the reason that I appreciate flashbacks arcs so much is because they usually provide much needed context on these older characters that at times can go a bit underexplored in the main storyline. Suffice to say, when I heard the beginning of JJK season 2 was going to be a Gojo backstory arc, I was intrigued. Y'all probably know by now from my last video that I'm not the biggest fan of this OP ass Gojo, and yeah, I won't cap, part of it is because I'm a born hater and just want to be different, but I feel there is something to be said about the detriments of having a character that can literally dog anyone in their whole verse. I feel unless they pull an All Might and have this lose his powers or something, there is genuinely no way I could take any villain that this series throws at me seriously. But that's besides the point though. What I was going to say before I distracted myself with being a Gojo hater is that when I heard this arc was going to be a Gojo backstory, I was curious. As much as I'm kind of iffy on Gojo as far as likability goes, I can't sit here and cap I can't sit here and I can't sit here and cap he's not an interesting character. And I hope that by getting a glimpse into his past, I could kind of get some more context as to why exactly he is the way he is. I guess that for a character like Gojo who literally sits undisputed at the top of his verse, his past is more interesting than his future to me, because I'm kind of interested in what his life was like before he was a troll with god powers. Well, bruh, I guess we'll never know. Because at least based on what this first episode has shown me, I'm pretty sure that this Gojo has been a trolling god for the entirety of his life. The way this man moved at the age of 16 is almost entirely indistinguishable from the way he moves at damn near 30. Actually, scratch that. The way this nigga moved at 16 was even crazier than how he moves at 30, which is crazy to me because I thought season 1 Gojo was already moving at peak disrespect, but I guess not. Alright, first of all, before we even talk about this man Gojo's childhood antics, I just want to thank God that this Gojo upgraded to wearing blindfolds and weird shit over his eyes, because these 3 blind mice ass shades were definitely not the play. I know everyone in this verse is probably too scared to check him on that, but someone had to say it, bro. I'm sorry. Anyway, since when was this Gojo a fucking hooper? See, this is the shit that's gonna piss me off, bro, because why the do they got a court at Jujutsu High? These kids got no business on the court, bro. I'm not gonna lie, who the let this Gojo hold the rock? Because, bro, y'all need to leave hooping for us normal niggas, bro. Y'all get to fight demons and have superpowers and shit. What could y'all possibly stand to gain from the basketball court? And see, it's really a sad prospect when you think about it, bro, because imagine you're a high school hooper trying to make something out of yourself through the sport that you love, and then suddenly you walk onto the court one day and Gojo and Geto are out there running a pick and roll play on you. Bro, how is that fair? And it's I know these JJK niggas be cheating, bro, because we literally saw Geto goaltend Gojo's shot in 4K, but then again, it's let's be real, bro. If you're playing one-on-one against Geto and he cheats, or let's say he fouls you, or better yet, he fucks up the score, right? He takes some points away from you, are you gonna check him? Because you push the issue too far, next thing you know, you catching jaw shots from an invisible demon that this man summoned on you. So you see what I'm saying? Is it even worth it? And I know Geto is most definitely the type of nigga to get over competitive and start taking shit way too serious when he starts losing, because bro, he was ready to start shooting ones with Gojo after bro picked him and dropped an underhanded bucket on his ass. I know he's the type to really start just tweaking and calling people monkey in the middle of a game, bro. But nah, I won't even cap though. Gojo gotta have the coldest buck up of all time, bro, because who else do you know that could just casually point to their eyes and have it be a genuine threat to safety to everyone in the vicinity? I'm not gonna lie, this shit is cold as hell, bro. He said, you must have forgot what these eyes can do. These ain't no regular eyes, bro. These are the 6 eyes, bro. Lock in. He's still a dickhead though. Honestly, if you look at the way this nigga Gojo was spitting in his past, it's a little concerning, because he seemed to have this borderline sociopathic ideal that the strong had zero responsibility when it came to protecting the weak. And even though I find his future self to be a little ethically questionable, his past self was most definitely worse. But then again, I guess who wasn't a bit of a freakazoid at the age of 16? I'm actually more curious about Geto though, because his past self, hey bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you, he seems pretty cool. Like, it seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders, which honestly just leads me to question what the could have possibly happened to this man that made him start causing havoc and calling people monkey. Like, if I saw this episode without the context of the first season, I would have definitely thought that the Gojo was fixing to become the villain out of these two, but hey, what do I know? Anyway, eventually we leave the court and both Gojo and 𝙏𝙖𝙡 get assigned to carry out like this really important mission, right? Basically, there's like this girl whose body was chosen to be a vessel for like this who can reincarnate himself in the different bodies. It's weird, I know, but bear with me. Basically, Gojo and 𝙏𝙖𝙡 are assigned the task of protecting this girl for the next 48 hours until it's time for her body to be used for the reincarnation ritual. The problem is, there are like two cults and both of them don't want the reincarnation to happen for whatever reason, and so yeah, Gojo and 𝙏𝙖𝙡 are basically like glorified bodyguards for this little girl. But it's also kind of crazy because like, aren't they low-key leading this girl into her death as well, since like a literal demigod is about to finesse her body up off her? Like, am I tweaking? Like, am I misinterpreting what's going on here? But as far as I understand, she's about to lose her body. I don't know, bro. So Gojo and 𝙏𝙖𝙡 are on their mission, talking on their flip phones and shit, since like, I don't know, I guess this mission must have taken place back in like 06 or whatever. But anyway, am I the only one that thinks it feels weird watching this 𝙏𝙖𝙡 use his powers for something other than felonies? Well, actually, scratch that. It feels weird watching this use his powers in general, because I'm not trying to see this man turn to a throat goat every time he has to absorb a new curse. But like, nah, jokes aside, the good guys low-key lost a young legend by letting this 𝙏𝙖𝙡 turn evil. Like, low-key, I feel like his powers are some of the most fun to watch because you never know what type of weird, goofy shit he's gonna pop out the cut with to do what he gotta do. Like, bro decided to use 3 Splatoon squids and a flying pink manta ray to save the little vessel girl as she was plummeting to her death. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit was cool as f. Like, I wonder what other type of goofy goon shit he got lined up in the inventory, just waiting to get thrown at his ops. Like, imagine you drop a 3-pointer on bro and then suddenly he just pulls out a 6'5" wallaby on your ass for no reason. Like, that shit would be crucial, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Gojo, on the other hand, while all that is going on, is just over here doing Gojo things, I guess. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's not really that much different than the bullshit we seen him doing in the last season, bro. Like, he's still making the ops look dumb for no reason. He's still talking any nigga that's dumb enough to try to 1v1 him. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think he's really just been like this since the beginning. Like, I think at his heart, at his deepest core, he's just an OP ass troll. And to an extent, I kinda gotta respect that. Look, bro, yeah. I just hope Shoko's doing okay, bro, because yeah, the years gone by did not do her any favors, bro. I mean, honestly, I think she looks good, but like, them eye bags are crazy, bro. Like, bro, this is what happens when you start smoking in high school, bro. By the time you hit 30, you're gonna be looking real critical, bro. You're gonna be looking like Shoko, bro. Eye bag sagging down to your cheeks. Put the vape down, bruh. It's not worth it. Just saying, you know.